But again, I think when there is a game like at a knockout stage, anything above 300 in a ODI is a difficult chase because the
Exactly.
pressure of the pressure. It is not just irrespective of how flat the wicket is. It is the pressure of eliminator or pressure of a semi-final. But under this pressure, the way these boys, especially I will say Aaron George, not in form,
Mm.
Vaibhav was getting those runs again, not in his flamboyant best. Ayush Matre, patchy
Ultimate.
form. But the
Mm.
way these three players have performed.
What a fabulous batting display by Indian under 19 team today in Harare Sports Club, which helped them to reach to the World Cup final for the sixth time in a row. Can you believe it? Indian under 19 team has reached to the World Cup final. They will play the World Cup final for the sixth time in a row. It's unbelievable. Sandipan Banerjee joining with me today from Harare Sports Club. Sandipan, welcome to the show again.
Yes, Parthoda, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. And
How will you
you were saying
describe
about
this
you were
performance?
saying about Indian under 19 team reaching the final of the Youth World Cup in a sixth time in a row. It is another interesting thing is that last time when I covered an under 19 World Cup final, it was between India and England. So now
Okay.
again we'll see an India England final in this under 19 World Cup. But yeah, what a wonderful performance by these boys. India have been one of the unbeaten teams in the tournament so far, along with England, of course. And
Exactly.
the two top teams will face in the final now. And today, I think Afghanistan they did really well with bat in hand. I know the wicket was little better compared to what we have seen in Bulawayo, but Afghanistan batted really well. But again, today I think we have seen probably the um, Indian top order in a full flow because in Bulawayo something or the other was missing. Aaron George
Exactly.
not amongst the runs. Vaibhav was getting those runs, but not in exactly in Vaibhav's style.
The
Ayush
flavor was
Matre was
missing.
more of an in and out. He was
Mm.
he was having a patchy tournament when the big match came, all these
Exactly.
big names they have performed, and look at the way they
Absolutely.
chased down the target of 310 in just I think within the 42nd over.
Exactly.
So this shows the dominance of this team. i think
Absolutely.
i think this particular Indian team now they are well set for the final against England, and if the wicket remains like this, then we'll see a high scoring final. I think we'll get a high scoring final. But yeah, let's give credit to Aaron George. He was not getting those big runs after coming back from that injury in his tennis elbow. But today again, he showed his class, and this is the class I was talking about Aaron George. See, he scored that 100 in South Africa. He because Ayush was not there in South Africa, so he was opening. He was opening in South Africa. And ever since he came back in this Indian team, now he is now he has settled as an opener, and Ayush is coming at number three. So let's see. I think now things have turned up really well for the Indian team. I and also we were I think in our discussions also we have talked about Vaibhav Suryabangshi, like he was getting those runs, but we thought that flamboyance was missing, which
Exactly.
for which Vaibhav is known for. And today we have seen that flamboyance. Look at that innings. The way he set the tone, in that fast power play. India were like 90 odd within 9 overs. That
Yes.
really got in that pressure. And after that, Ayush played a brilliant innings. Aaron George, of course, Aaron George, he showed his class. So overall, I'm a bit disappointed by the bowlers, but
Mm.
from batting point of view, I have no complaint.
Absolutely, absolutely. And especially when you were chasing score like 310 in a match like semi-final, you need such a start, which has been given by the Suryabangshi. And do you think that the catch dropped at the earlier of the Indian innings that given some extra advantage, extra benefit to the Team India?
Well, Baiva plays like this in all the games. I think most of the games you
Mhm.
have seen, he gives that chance, that opportunity to the fielding side. It is up to the fielding side whether they can grab it or not. Pakistan also missed that catch, but came back brilliantly with that in the next delivery. So most of the
Exactly.
games you will see that Baiva gives a chance or two, maybe. So maybe a
Yes.
food for thought for the England fielders for the final. But again, I think when there is a game like at a knockout stage, anything about 300 in a ODI is a difficult chase because the
Exactly.
pressure of the pressure. It is not just irrespective of how flat the wicket is. It is the pressure of an eliminator or pressure of a semi-final. But under this pressure, the way these boys, especially I will say Aaron George, not in form,
Mm.
Baiva was getting those runs again, not in his flamboyant best. Aaron Ayush Matre, patchy
Ultimately.
form, but the
Mm.
way these three players have performed, it
Exactly.
shows that
Exactly.
I think it shows what they are capable of, and I think now we will have a very interesting final. I believe.
Absolutely. And the classy batting of Aaron Judge. You were speaking about this from the day one of this tournament, about his class, about the capability he has, and he showed it today. So, do you get any chance to talk with him after the match? How he's feeling after playing such a crucial innings?
I did. I did. I had a detailed chat with him. Of course, he was talking about how I asked him basically what is how do you prepare your game when you are opening with someone like Vaibhav Suryabangshi, because all the attention, all the focus were at the other end, and he said that yeah, I mean when Vaibhav plays his game, I don't like to match him by shot. I play on my own game, and that is my strength. And I think he also talked about the conditions, because over there in Bulabayo the conditions were a bit
Mm.
sluggish. You had to maybe more cautious at the top of the order as a batter, but here maybe in this game and maybe in the final you have to be a bit more aggressive, and that's what we have seen. But I think Aaron's first 20 runs came in boundaries, four boundaries I think,
Mm.
or five boundaries, sorry, five boundaries I think.
Fine.
So basically, he was talking about how he tried to change his game according to game situation, and if the wicket remains the same, Indian team will definitely go with the same approach in against England as well. And talking about England, they were saying that yes, England is the only team to beat India in this under 19 World Cup so far in one of the warm up games. So, but they are not focusing on the opponent; they are focusing on their own strengths. And I think Iron was like he seemed to have a very mature brain, mature head. I mean, the way he focused about, the way he talked about his innings, the way he paced his innings in the game, and the way we handle the media questions from the media shows that this guy has it in him, and to get to the uh, you know to get to the top. I feel.
Exactly. And what do you think about India's bowling performance today? From the beginning, you were saying that bowling is the strength of this Indian team, but today, is it just a bad day in office?
I think it's a bad day enough. It's a combination, actually. It's a very good batting wicket. Afghanistan also batted really. Let's not take any credit away
Yes.
from Afghanistan. And
Two centuries.
I think, but still, I feel the way they maybe Afghanistan should have scored a little more.
Hmm.
But the way Indian bowlers contain them, I think it's fine. But yeah, overall, I would have happy if on that page, if India would have bowled Afghanistan out for around 250 to 60 or restricted them around two. But
Exactly.
if the
Exactly.
wicket remain like this, then
Hmm.
England game will be a weak test for the bowlers, because
Okay.
England batting, we have seen what they are capable of.
And two unbeaten team will face each other in the final. So how exciting final you were expecting?
Two unbeaten teams. I think two are the best teams in the tournament will face the final. Two deserving teams to play the final. Yeah, I'm up for it.
Exactly.
When I was there in West Indies in 2022, that we had a low scoring final. I think. I hope this time we'll get a very high scoring game.
Okay. And one last question we'll ask you today. That is, as I started the program with that's consecutive six times India will play the final in the under 19 World Cup. So, and if we see that last 10 years, almost, if we consider that Rahul Dravid was the coach in this, I mean, on the, for these guys, then Laxman is associated with the team. Rishikesh Kanitkar is now coaching their teams. So, what do you think about this in the junior section? BCCI's decision. How will you tell that Rahul Dravid, Laxman, Kanitkar, this how these formats are, how these things are helping them?
No, they are, of course, the presence of these stalwarts are always special. Also, BCCI, the way they maintain these players, like the way they pick their players from the junior stages, the way they groom them, and the NCS staff, and let's not forget that these boys, they have almost the core of the team was assembled 2 years back, or almost 1.5 years back, and since then most of these boys are touring together. They toured England, and they won, I think, 3-2. They toured Australia, they toured South Africa. So I think they prepare. It is the reason for India under 19 team success in this in overall under 19 World Cups is that main reason I feel is the way they prepare for this tournament, and not just for this tournament, is beyond as well. So I think that's one of their biggest strength. I think the pipeline, the way BCCI maintains them, the way the BCCI plans for each under 19 World Cup. I think they need to be credited for this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Shandipan, for joining with us. We'll join with you again soon on some other program.
Thank you.